Mozart, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a story time with live footage of my trip to New York City last week. I went to New York City this past week to perform at Carnegie Hall, and it was such an amazing experience. I had a blast. It was so great, and I can't wait to go back to New York. I love New York so much. So my choir, the National Children's Chorus, was performing at Carnegie Hall, and I went with my good friend who's also in the choir, Maggie, and her mom. So we got into New York City Thursday late afternoon, and we were scheduled to perform on Saturday. So on Friday we were going to do touring and everything, and on Sunday we would go home. When we landed, I was starving. We hadn't gotten any food on our flight because we thought that it was going to be free. They didn't say anything about you having to pay for breakfast on the flight. It just said breakfast included, so we were like, okay, they serve free breakfast. They did not serve free breakfast, and I had not eaten anything all day. I had gotten up at around 4 in the morning with Maggie because I stayed the night at her house so we could get to the airport early because our flight left at 6 a.m. So I hadn't eaten anything. We get on the plane, I look in the book where all the food is, and it's like $9, $10, and I'm like, oh crap, like you have to pay for it. So it wasn't a big deal, like it wasn't expensive or anything, but a little detail that I'd forgotten about planes is they don't take cash. So if you're a kid flying alone without a parent sitting next to you and you don't have a credit card, you're in trouble because you can't get anything. You can't get water, you can't get food, you can't get snacks, you can't get anything. And Maggie's mom was sitting in first class because she'd gotten 1 first class seat and 2 economy seats, so me and Maggie got to sit together. So I had cash, but you had to have a credit card, and I was on the window seat, Maggie was on the middle, and there was this guy on the aisle, and I didn't want to inconvenience him and get up and like ask her mom if I could use her credit card to buy food. So I went the whole flight without really eating anything. So we finally got to the airport and we got food, which was, great. We go straight to our hotel. Then we went out to tour a little bit. We went to the famous Carlo's Bakery from Cake Boss, which is in Times Square, and they're famous for their cannolis, which are supposed to be like amazing. And I've never had a cannoli, so I didn't really have anything to base it off of. But like the cannolis were good, but I wouldn't say that they were super amazing. I don't know, that's just me. I'm sure a bunch of people love their cannolis so much. But I think it was just my taste that I don't really like cannolis that much, not that the cannoli that I had was bad, if you get what I'm saying. So that was really fun. Then we walked back to our hotel, relaxed, watched TV, and I ordered Chinese food. I was trying to find like a good Chinese food place that didn't have bad reviews, that was cheap, that was close by so they could deliver. So I got Chinese food, which I had been craving, and it was really good. It lasted me for 2 days because I think I can eat a lot, but I really can't. So on Friday we decided to go to the Empire State Building, and we actually ended up not going to the Empire State Building because Maggie's mom's afraid of heights. So we weren't going to go up, so we were thinking, what's the point of us going if we're just going to stand outside? It's not really worth it to go. We could actually see the Empire State Building, like the very top, from our hotel room, in between 2 huge buildings. So we practically got the experience right there. So we're about to leave the hotel on our first day of touring, our first and only day of touring, and I'm with Maggie. This is Maggie. Hi. So we were waiting in the lobby. We had ordered an Uber, and the guy was originally really close to us, and he kept driving farther and farther away. And we were like, why is he driving farther and farther away? Like, he should be driving towards us. And he kept getting farther and farther away, and it's not like he was going out of his way like to avoid traffic or anything. Like, he had been going down the street, and he could have turned on our street and we were right there, but he kept going. So that was like the first little red flag. And so we had time to go back up on our room, get hot chocolate, make hot chocolate, talk, do all this stuff before the guy showed up. And then he made us walk to go meet him, like a block. So, and it was on, like, we were here and he was here, but it was like the street going this way. So it was weird, but like it's okay. So we're waiting for the Uber now. We're in the hotel lobby and he keeps getting farther and farther away. He's just like,
but like, okay, let's just say we're right here. Like, he's all the way down here somewhere. He's right there, and we're over here. Like, why? Why?
He just keeps getting farther and farther, and he's just like driving away. So it's really cold outside. I'm wearing 3 layers, 2 pairs of pants,
2 shirts.
Yeah, and Maggie's wearing 2 shirts, 2 pants, 2 leggings, because she's too good for jeans.
I'm way too good.
She's way too good for jeans. Yeah, it's gonna be lit. So we ended up going on a boat tour, and I'll put in the live footage right here. Okay, so we're at Sightseeing New York, Pier 78.
Woo!
Woo, and we have fake Starbucks, aka...
Because our Uber driver got here in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 minutes late, and then he got lost.
And then he got lost, so we had time to make hot chocolate and like do a bunch of stuff, and now we're going on a boat and we're gonna go.
And it's very cold.
It is very cold, but we're not really cold because we
got like 5 layers of skin on right
now.
So we're
for real. Okay, so we're on.
We made it.
Yeah, we made it.
We almost did.
We almost made it. We went to the Okay. So we got on the boat. We got off at the 9/11 Memorial. We had about an hour before the next boat left. So we went to the 9/11 Memorial, and then we went to get lunch. And so we left the lunch place about 3:16 actually, and the boat is leaving now. And the boat leaves at 3:20. To see our problem, we had to make it to the boat in 4 minutes. We ran, and she said, "You're gonna fall on your face, and I'm gonna laugh at you."
And she did fall.
I fell eventually. I did not fall. I did not fall when you said I was going to fall.
But you fell going.
I made it. So now we're on, and I fell coming up the stairs because I was going too fast. And now we're on it, and we're going to see the Statue of Liberty. So yeah, catch you later. Okay, so, oh look, there's the Statue of Liberty behind me. It's right there. Right there.
Oh wow, this is
And then the Hair, featuring Hair, the musical. Hair. So we went on the boat tour, and that was pretty much all that we did because we didn't get out of the hotel room until noon because they have free breakfast. We got all the food we could take and brought it up to our room and put our makeup on and did all that, and it was noon by the time we got out, so we didn't really have that much time. And then we got back around 5 and relaxed, and it was so much fun just being in the hotel and just hanging out with Maggie. It was just really fun. Okay. The little doors. Hop on. Hop off.
Oh my God.
It's so cute.
She's so
cute.
mesmerized by these things.
Look at this. We had a lot of fun that trip. And then on Saturday, our performance. We had to be at Carnegie Hall for a dress rehearsal, and then we had a break before our call time where we were going to perform. So all we did on Saturday was we walked around a little bit. We went to the NBC Experience store, which is so great. I forgot that Friends was originally broadcasted on NBC, and so they had like Friends merch, and it was so great. They had these like 2 shirts and like a bundle, you know, and one of them was like black and it had the Friends logo, and the other one was like yellow and it had the Central Perk, and so you couldn't buy just one. You had to buy both of them together, and they were like $45, and I really wanted the black one. But I didn't want to pay $45 for 2 shirts, one that I was never going to wear because it wasn't that cute, you know? So I ended up not buying any, and I was really sad, but it was okay. And it had like the Voice, you know, chairs in the store. So I took some photos on the chair and everything. And then we went to the M&M store, the M&M World store. Okay, so we're in the M&M store right now, the official M&M store.
Okay, let's go.
And it's 3 stories tall. So we're on the first floor, and it's huge. It's literally huge. I can't believe there's this big of a store for little tiny candy. Oh my gosh. But Maggie and I took some photos in the M&M photo booth, and that was really cool. We didn't buy anything there. We just explored, and they had like this giant M&M wall where it's just row after row of just M&Ms, and it's so cool. And then we left, and we went to the Hershey store, and the Hershey store was packed. It was packed, I tell you. It was like sardines in a can, and you couldn't like really move, and it was not nearly as big as the M&M store. So it was kind of like anticlimactic, but they did give you like each a Hershey's Kiss sample as you walked in, so that was pretty cool. I didn't eat mine though, I gave it to Maggie. And then after that, we walked back to our hotel, we got some food for our dinner, and then we took an Uber to Carnegie Hall. We already knew people from New York because when our choir performed at Walt Disney Concert Hall here in LA, a ton of New York people came to perform with us. So we had already known them, and it was cool. We got to say hi again. It's been about 3 months, I think. And Maggie and I, our friend Emily, was also performing in New York with us. She's in the LA choir, and so it was fun to see her. It was such an amazing experience to perform at Carnegie Hall. Like, how many people get to say that they performed at Carnegie Hall? That's so incredible. I'm so grateful that I got that opportunity. It was so great. And then on Sunday, we packed our bags. We were flying standby, so we were originally going to take, I think, the 2 or 3 o'clock flight to LA. And you know how standby works is you get there, and if there's enough seats, if there's enough empty seats, then you can, you know, get on the plane for a lot cheaper. And I think it only cost us like $120 for like, you know, one way, so $240 in total, so that was pretty cool. We were eating breakfast. It was around 10 o'clock in the morning, and Maggie's mom gets a phone call from her friend who works at the airport, and he says, hey, if you come for the 1 o'clock flight, then you have a really good chance of getting seats in first class. So we were like, okay, let's do it. We would have had to leave at 11 to get there by 12-ish. And so we're hurrying up. We like quickly eat breakfast. We hadn't packed anything. It was all still everywhere. So we packed up really quickly, and we left, and we got to the airport, and security took forever. And we finally got to our gate, and there were no first class seats available. None. So we rushed and rushed and rushed, and for nothing. And then, as it turned out, the flight after the one we were originally going to take, the first class, was wide open. Can I hear it for the irony here? Can I hear it for the irony? So when we got to the airport, I remembered you have to pay for food on the plane with a credit card, and I don't have a credit card, so I need to buy my food before I get on the plane. I need to get my food and my water and whatever else I need to be comfortable on the plane. So I did that. I like planes. She likes planes. It was the first time she'd ever been on a plane that she could remember, and so I was glad that she got to do it with me, because I could walk her through it. But she was good. Like, she was good. She loves flying now. She loves planes. I do too. I'm one of those people who just loves getting on a plane. So yeah, the trip was very successful. I had such a great time. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, and hey, give me a follow on Twitter, Instagram, add me on Snapchat. It's all down below. You can click some of my videos. All of my original music videos will be up there, my website, all of that. Go check it out if you haven't. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I love you.